I'm going to say something here that's probably going to make half of my subscribers want to unsubscribe from this channel. And at this point, I'm so fed up, I'm just going to say it, right? It is what it is. I know with the elections that just happened and Donald Trump has been reelected and the Republicans have taken control of the entire government from the House to the Senate and the presidency, a lot of stuff is coming our way, and I just got to be 100% honest with you with how I feel about Ford trucks because, well, they're unreliable. Yes, I had a Ford Raptor and it was in the shop more than I ever got to drive the stupid thing because Ford makes beautiful trucks, but they cannot seem to make reliable trucks, and it's irritating me. And if that makes you want to unsubscribe from me because you're a Ford fanboy like I was, I totally understand. You know why? Because being a lover of Ford trucks and Mustangs and everything else that Ford makes, except for their commuter cars, it's kind of like being a Raiders fan. And you get all these high hopes with these shiny new objects, and then they fall apart. And that is what has happened with the Raiders organization so far. So in all reality, jokes aside, and I really did own a Ford Raptor, which I had to sell because literally I had to go buy a Nissan Titan, which is more reliable than a Ford F-150 is. And that is this, that the Raiders have elevated, obviously, Scott Turner, who we knew was going to be the most likely candidate to take over the offensive play calling, since he was the play caller, the pass coordinator, and he was the OC for the Washington Commanders for 3 years, which they were booty under his offensive coordinatorship. And then they bring in his dad, Norv Turner. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. And also Joe Philbin is going to be the offensive line coach now. So they're shaking it up, they're mixing it up. But can we as Raiders fans actually expect any difference out of this team moving forward for the rest of the 2024 NFL season? And unfortunately, I got to say no. And here's the reason why. First, I don't even understand, why do you bring Norv Turner into the organization? Do we not have enough ex-NFL coaches, washed up coaches in their 70s in this building already? Do we not already have that? I don't get it. I don't understand it. If you don't think that Scott Turner can handle the OC play calling, then I mean, that's why you're bringing in his dad, to kind of oversee him, to help him. Why not just make Norv Turner the OC then? To me, it just once again goes to show that this organization is completely lost. There's no captain of the ship here. We have a bunch of retirees. We have a bunch of people who are probably a year or two away from being in an old folks home running this show, and we have a head coach, Antonio Pierce, who's a younger head coach, being 46, who doesn't seem to have any control over the ship, and that's the big concern here. And again, I wanted to address that. You know, I've seen a bunch of comments on our Facebook page. If you haven't gone and joined us over on Facebook, it's the Silver and Black Nation. I'll leave a link in the description. Go and join it. We're almost 100,000 strong over there. It's a fantastic group. But I've seen a bunch of comments over there because I post over there all the time. I'm the admin over there, one of the admins, and the official podcast. And I see a bunch of comments over there saying, you got to give Antonio Pierce a chance. Give him a chance to do what? I love Antonio Pierce as a person, as a Raider fan. And I was super excited that he was going to bring that Raiders Hard Knocks football back. But I am completely and utterly disillusioned by what I see from Antonio Pierce, because I don't see any real leadership. That's what I thought he was supposed to be bringing. And all he's doing is bringing in a bunch of has-beens to try and fix what? What are we even fixing here? You have Desmond Ridder, who's been on the team for 12 full days, and he's not even in the facility practicing right now because you're not doing team practices. He's probably in the facility, knowing Desmond Ridder and what he's been doing. He's probably there studying film, but the poor kid's not even getting first team reps. He's clearly gives you a better edge over Gardner Minshew. Just look at how he played when he got his opportunity in garbage time. I get it, it's garbage time, but look at how he played. His athleticism was on display. And that's what this team needs if we're going to win games. And who knows, Desmond Ridder could be a really good quarterback. Maybe we don't even need to draft a quarterback in the first round. I think we would be remiss if Cam Ward is available and we have the draft pick. You take Cam Ward. You don't miss that opportunity like we missed with Jaden Daniels. And by miss, I mean we won too many games that put us out of contention. We could have had Jaden Daniels on the team right now, but we wanted to win a bunch of meaningless games, which I understand Antonio Pierce is trying to win the job. So to win the job, you got to win winningless games. But would it not have been better for the Raiders organization had the Raiders simply lost all of those games after Antonio Pierce took over? And we would have had the second overall pick. Antonio Pierce doesn't become the coach, and the Raiders hire, I don't know, Jim Harbaugh with the second overall pick, and we pick Jaden Daniels. Tell me the Raiders wouldn't be doing what the Washington Redskins are doing right now. Oh, sorry, Commanders. That's my point here. And so, as delusioned as I am with Ford Motor Company, because I absolutely loved my truck, it was such a joy to drive that truck every day when it wasn't in the shop. It's the same feeling that I have with the Raiders right now. I absolutely love the Raiders. I am addicted to watching Raiders football. I am addicted to talking about Raiders football. And right now, all of us, Raider Nation, are suffering from disillusion with this team and loss of hope. And so I just wanted to make this video as maybe a bit of a solace to all of us former Ford truck owners, or maybe current truck owners, as well as Raiders fans, because we're all feeling the pain of subpar performance. See you guys in the next video.
Let's go, Raiders!
Absolutely. Raider Nation in the building.
Let's do this. Just win, baby.